To create a Google custom search, you first need to make sure that you have a Google account. So if you don't have one, the first thing you need to do is create one. You don't need a Gmail account, but you do need a Google account. So once you have your Google account, log into google.com/CSE, customs, that stands for custom search engine. And then you'll come to this website, and there's a nice little movie here you can watch that gives you the basics of what the custom search engine is. So I have my Google account, so I'm going to sign in here. So here's my sign in. And then you'll see I already have created several search engines. And if this is your first time, obviously you won't have any here. And as you build them, you'll have a list here so you can use them over again. And you can delete them. You can re-edit them and add to them and keep working on them. So once you have several search engines, you can keep building on them. So let's start with making a new one. So a new search engine. So here's some basic information about them. And in this box right here is where we're going to put the web addresses. And I've already gone out and found 3 websites that I'd like my students to search as we're studying Marco Polo. So I'm just going to copy and paste them in here and put one on each line. Is the easiest way to do it. So it's just a matter of copying and pasting them on one on each line. And I can pick these according to grade, content, reading levels. So because if they were to go just and type in Marco Polo in the general Google search engine, they'd get something like 23 million websites. And they would just go to the first one anyway. So the name, I can pick a different language, English, and the name of this, it will be Marco Polo Research. If I could spell it. And then I just click create. So then it automatically builds this is a JavaScript, and it automatically builds the JavaScript to build my Google custom search engine. Now I can just take this and copy this and put it in a blog somewhere or on a website or maybe a Google Sites. But since we're going to be putting this in a Wikispaces, this code won't work in a Wikispace. So I'm going to go down here where it says optional next steps and click on edit. And then I get all this information over here. So all I need to do is, now one of the things that I can do is like over here in the control panel options, look and feel. And I can choose these different looks to my Google custom search, and I'm going to choose the espresso one because it puts a nice brown border around my search bar, and it kind of stands out. And I can even go back, because as you start getting more familiar, you can choose a different layout, you can customize, you can do a lot here. So now that I've chosen the Express, then I'm going to click Save and get code. And now you see I have some more JavaScript code here, but this still won't work. So what I have to do is I have to switch it to Element version 1 code. Element version 1 code. And then we'll up here where it says Specify Site Details, I need to use this protocol relative URLs. This is the code and it just changes like one line in here, but it makes a big difference in my ability to make it function. So I'm going to highlight it, I'm going to copy it, then I'm going to go to my wiki. So here I am in my wiki, and I'm just going to put it over here on the tutorials page. So I'm going to click edit. No, I already have one here, but I'm going to delete this. So then all I would do is I'm going to put it right here. So I click on embed widget, then I go down here to other HTML, then I paste it in the open box, then I click save, and you'll see that it says other widget right here. Then I click save again, and here's my Google custom search bar, and you know it's got this brown color, so it kind of stands out a bit, but you'll notice that it stretches all the way across the page, which aesthetically and user-friendly wise isn't the best. So I'm going to show you a little trick to change that, and this is really easy. So I could have got in here before I even, so I'm just going to click on the widget, and I'm going to click edit widget, and before I even saved it the first time I could have made this change, but I wanted to show you the difference. So this says the width, the style width is 100%. That means whatever the width of the page is, it's going to be 100% of it. And I know from experience that 50% is more than enough. So I'm just going to change that 100 to 50. Click save again. And you'll notice that it's a lot more aesthetically pleasing, and it looks a lot better. So if I was to do a custom search in here, so let's search for China. Search, and you'll see that it works. So of those 3 websites, it's going to find information there relative to our search term China. It only searched those 3 websites. You know, I might have maybe 20 in there, but now you have to remember, if they click on here, it's going to take them to the web, and then they can go anywhere that they want. This is not a walled garden, but it does help focus students' web searches. And if I just can click this X, and it'll collapse it again. So it's really easy, and you can really do a lot with these Google custom searches.